Hello, today I want to share with you a wonderful book that just came out a few months ago, but I just now listened to it actually on Audible, and it is Know My Name by Chanel Miller. Now, if you listen to it on Audible, you actually get to hear the author read it, which I think is always really fun. So, Know My Name is a memoir about Chanel's experience as a sexual assault victim. She was anonymous during the court proceedings, but she took this opportunity to write down her experience and claim her story. If you don't know, she was the victim in the Brock Turner case. And her victim impact statement that she tried to read for the judge, but the judge didn't allow her sufficient time. She ended up publishing it on BuzzFeed shortly thereafter, anonymously, and it went viral. If you have not read it, you need to pause this video, go check it out. And in the Audible book, she reads it out loud as the last chapter of her book. And it really, I can see why it went viral. It is so powerful. The book itself is so powerful. It is honest. And I think that is all a memoir needs to be, is honest. And she talks about how this experience, the assault, the investigation, the hearing, the trial, the sentencing, the aftermath, how that affected every aspect of her life for years. I mean, people don't always realize that legal proceedings, they take years. I think it was 3 years after the assault that he was actually sentenced. And all of that time, he's walking free, which is, you're innocent until proven guilty. That's not a bad thing. But just the amazing amount of time that she had to deal with this. And then the sentencing, one of the reasons that this was such a highly publicized case was that the sentencing was really surprising. So Brock Turner was convicted of 3 felony counts that carried a maximum of 14 years. And he ended up getting 6 months, 3 months for good behavior. So he ended up serving 3 months. And the judge in the sentencing cited the fact that he had so much potential that he had lost through this, that counted as punishment. And it brought up the question, what if he didn't go to a prestigious university? Brock was a swimming scholarship recipient at Stanford. So that's the potential that the judge thought was mitigating circumstances, was he lost his scholarship. And so it begs the question, if he was someone from a less privileged background, who wasn't going to an expensive private school, who wasn't an athlete, who didn't have all that potential in life, would he have gotten such a light sentence? And is that fair? And Chanel quickly states her opinion on that during her victim impact statement, but that's not what the book is about. The book is her personal experience, how she dealt with things day to day. And I just thought it was so beautiful and so honest. She doesn't view herself through rose-colored glasses. She accepts her faults throughout this book, including her part in making herself vulnerable to being a victim, but still comes away with an understanding that what happened to her was wrong, but it's not all that she is. There's a lot in the news about accusations of misconduct. There's the Me Too movement. If you've never been involved in a sexual assault yourself, it might be hard to understand all aspects of this. And so this was a really interesting look into what the process is, what the legal process is, what the emotional consequences, material consequences are for victims. And so I kind of hope that everybody reads this book or another memoir by a victim. I think it gives a very important perspective that's needed when discussing what we want to do as a society about sexual assault. So pick up a copy, listen to it on Audible, or at the very least, read her victim impact statement. It was amazing.